Today we are going to be unwrapping everything that we found at the Springfield Antique Market, so the March market. We filled up our whole Holton bag, which was full. I cannot tell you how much this is worth the money. We use it at every flea market, every antique show. We have this gorgeous green dish with the curved handle details. I know I just saw this in one of my glass books and I cannot remember what the pattern was, but the color's really pretty. We have a toothpick holder. This one is like a dark brown. And you are able to shop these. I have put all of the details in the description below. This gorgeous green satin uranium glass plate. It does glow. I want to say it could be Tiffin, but I'm not sure off the top of my head. And I think it may have been an underplate for something because of the like lip it has, but it was worth it. This is the second time I've been to this market. Twice a year they have extravaganza weekends where there are tons and tons and tons of vendors. This one was just one of their regular markets and it was raining that day, so everything was all indoors. So I wasn't sure how much we were going to find, but I was pleasantly surprised. And there was a nice mix of price points too. Some vendors did have higher end items, but there were also like really great deals to be found too. Look at how cool this stretch glass bowl is. So it's just like a clear iridescent, but it's so pretty. Oh, I forgot about this. This was such a good find. This beautiful malachite glass toothpick holder. This glass is so pretty. It resembles malachite stone. And every time I find it, it is so expensive. So I was really excited that we were able to grab that for the shop. I think this might be Tiffin as well. And I think it may be the Alexandrite glass, which is supposed to look different colors in different lights, but I can never quite like prove that. I always struggle with figuring out if it actually does it, but it looks like a little flower and it is so cool. And if you know anything about Alexandrite glass, please let me know because I am confused. How cute is this one for spring? So it's another toothpick holder and it's a little watering can. And then we also have this one, which we've had a couple times lately, but this is the first hand painted one I've seen. It has some flowers and then it also has the flower rim around the top, which I love. So the Springfield Antique Market happens a few times a year. And twice a year they have these extravaganza weekends where there are so many vendors, tons and tons and tons of vendors. This one was just a regular weekend. Didn't I say that? Something like that. But 2 years ago, I went to the extravaganza weekend and I think it was in May. And it was huge. It was a huge market. There were vendors indoors, there were vendors outdoors. It was a lot of fun and I found really great stuff that time too. So it's definitely a market worth going to and worth exploring if you can make it to the area. But if you're traveling from out of state, I would recommend coming on one of those extravaganza weekends where it's a much bigger experience. I am so excited about this one. This one is uranium glass as well. It has a bird. I want to say it's a peacock. What do you think? And I know that I've seen this pattern before as well and I need to go look up what the name is, but look at that glow. It's so good. We have some Fenton candle holders in the dusty rose pink color. We do have two. There's another one. Here's candle holder number 2. We're about half done, half left. Some more Fenton, surprise, surprise. A beautiful like purpley blue 2-way candle holder with a drapey type pattern. It's another one, but it's like a teal color. It's also really pretty. And another Fenton 2-way candle holder. Can you tell that we love these? This one is the more like traditional shape that we find more often and is the blue opalescent color and it's so pretty. So you can use these for a votive or tea light in this side, and then this side you can use for a taper candle, and then you can also use this as just a little dish, a little vase. So there are so many different uses for these pieces. We have some little brass dishes or coasters. There are 3 of them and they have like floral details on them. Aw, I forgot about these. Some little elephants. One's a little bit bigger than the other. They're cute. I don't remember what any of this is. This is Fenton, another Fenton candle holder. And this is a very similar blue to this one. This is so heavy. Okay, this one is, how do I say that name?
I don't know.
Orphers?
I think so.
Orphers? ORREFORS. And it is so heavy. Imagine this with flowers. It would be so stunning. Cute little milk glass dogwood basket. I actually think we got 2 of them. I think there's another one in here. But these are so cute, especially for spring. I would love to know what antique markets or antique flea markets, vintage flea markets you've been to. I'm always looking for ones that I can travel to go to. Because I love a regular flea market, but I feel like when it's just vintage and antique items, it's even better. Not to say that every single thing at this market was vintage, but most of it was. We have this oval-shaped milk glass bowl. I haven't seen one of these in a while. So this is a candle compote. It looks like a compote, but it's for a candle. Didn't think this set up good. I think this is the other basket. The other little milk glass flower basket. We will not be reusing this packing paper. No thanks. So let's put that right back in there. This is not for the week. And then we also have this beautiful, I love the painted details on this one. They're so pretty. We got a glass book. This is not for sale. This is for me. But when you are at flea markets and antique shows, make sure that you always look to see if they have any good books. I think I paid like $2 or $3 for this, and I know that I'll reference it often. We have another compote. This one is Fostoria. The really pretty blue. A green toothpick holder. Look at how pretty this color is. These are also great for holding lipsticks or chapsticks, matches. There are just so many different things that you can do with toothpicks. This vase or planter, it's so cool. I love how it's aged and it's like a little bit dark. The details on the sides are really pretty. I feel like I should say more words, but I don't have more words today. And it's hard because I know it's with the packing material, I know it's hard to hear. This gold tone metal little pitcher. These are usually made in Italy. Yeah, made in Italy. I see people list them all the time as brass, and I don't necessarily know that that's true, but it is beautiful and it is gold, and it's just a few more items. A brass sailboat. A blue Fenton swirl dish. We have some green versions of this right now too, but I thought the blue was so pretty. Little milk glass. It would have originally been an ashtray, but now you could use it as a little soap dish, a little trinket dish. It is hobnail. And I think this might be our last item. And it is an Indiana glass, milk glass bowl, and this is the constellation pattern. So these are up for grabs. Some of these items were claimed early, and then some of them are up on our website. So I will link anything below that is available at the time I'm posting this, and let us know if you want to see more hauls soon.